Alright, so our next skill is going to be solving triangles using law of cosines. Alright, so let's kind of label this triangle a little bit. So the line length BC, that's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find what length this is. So across from big A, this is going to be called little a. Across from B is going to be called little b. And across from big C is going to be called little c. I almost threw B again. Alright, so we're wanting to find little a. So the equation for this is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2 times b times c times the cosine of your angle. So this may look a little confusing, but let's plug some numbers into it and it might make a little bit more sense. So we don't know what little a is, so we're just going to write it down like this. We do know what little b is, which is 9. So 9 squared plus 7 squared, because that's what little c is, minus 2 times 9 times 7 times the cosine of 60 degrees. Because again, we're trying to find little a, so we use the angle that's facing little a here. Alright. Just saying, once we simplify all of this out, we're going to be square rooting it anyway. So I'm going to write this in the calculator with a square root. So it's literally just going to be little a equals. Now we need to round to nearest tenth. So let's write this in. So square root 9 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 9 times 7 times the cosine of 60. Alright, and make sure that whatever calculator you use, you have it in degrees. Radians, as you can see, it gives you a completely different answer. We don't want this. We want degrees. So it looks like 8.2 is our answer. Alright, so for this one, let's go ahead and label it. So we use the law of cosines. Just like the last one, we were given 2 sides and 1 angle. And we also use law of cosines if we are given 3 sides and no angle. So that's what this case right here is. So we want to find the angle of B, so we want to find this value here. So what we gotta do is use the B equation. So b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2 times a times c times the cosine of big B. That's our angle, so big B. Alright, so we gotta rewrite this. We can't exactly keep it like this. So what we want to do, add this whole piece over to the other side and subtract this to the other side. So it's going to look like 2ac cosine of b equals a squared plus c squared minus b squared. Now we got to get cosine of b by itself, so let's divide 2ac to the other side. Cosine of b equals a squared plus c squared minus b squared over 2ac. Alright, now we can start plugging our stuff in. So, we know, let's use a different color. So we got a squared, which is 11 squared, plus 7 squared, minus 15 squared, over 2 times 7 times 11. So let's see what this gives us. 11 squared plus 7 squared minus 15 squared over 2 times 7 times 11. Alright, so we got this part. Now, to get angle B by itself, we got to take the inverse cosine of this entire thing. So, let's see, I think I can just group all this, can I? Oh, not 110 squared. That would be ugly. Cosine to the -1 of this mess. Alright, and again make sure degrees for your calculator. Alright, and it says round to the nearest degree, so I'm going to say 111 degrees is our answer.